And just finally from me, I think it's John Nelson's 26th birthday today, isn't it?
Yes,
so
and Adam Wharton's 22nd.
Pardon?
Adam Wharton's 22nd.
Oh, okay, yes, wow, so double cake celebration for you guys today. But in terms of John Nelson, good to go on the weekends if you want him. And do you get the sense that within him and his character that you probably had a little while just to tap into, there's maybe a little bit of a point to prove with him and that you can get the best out of him over the next few months that you've got him?
Oh yes, that's why we tried to sign him. So first of all, he's a similar profile than JP. Yeah? We wanted a tall, physical number 9, yeah, who has strengths in the box, scoring goal, good header, great mentality, great character, and that's why we tried to sign him. And also, we have to be very honest. If he had played a season like last year, we wouldn't have any chance to sign him. Yeah? So this is what we knew, but we trust in him. And I remember JP, I think, never scored more than 5 goals before I arrived, and now he's one of the top scorers in the Premier League. So we are always looking at the profiles and at the character of a player, and both Jürgen shows, and that's why we really had huge effort to get him into the building, and he has shown it this week in training. He's hungry to score goals, and of course he needs to get the balls in the right areas, but he has this feeling where to move in the box. He scored a few nice goals this week, and now it's like with all the others, Evan Guesson in at the first week of training with us. Yeah, Brennan arrived a few weeks ago, but now I said to the players, for us it's maybe pressing a little bit the reset button. Yeah, with all the results we were not really pleased, and all Daichi Kamada is back, trained the full week. He will be available for the Brighton game, and it's really, it feels like a new team, yeah, with 3 new players coming in, with the captain leaving, with JP's situation, and it's now really to start. And what I told the players at the beginning of this week, because this group of players, we will now be together until the end of the season, and it feels a little bit the mood around the club is not the best one, to be honest. Last year, same stage of the season, we had 1 point more in the Premier League. And even the goal difference was more or less the same. So it was 28-30, and now we have 25-29. So it's very, very similar. And last year's season is praised because it was the best ever season in Crystal Palace history. So now we're 1 point behind. We are still in one cup competition, okay, not in the FA Cup. So blame on me, but not in the FA Cup, but in the Conference League. So same situation, and now it's our job, the team's job, yeah, to make the best of it and get the turnaround to finish the season as good as last year.
Thank you. Sam, you feel free.
Oliver, good to see you. You said that it feels like a new team. Is there almost a bit of a call for a bit of a sense of perspective from those maybe outside the club about, you said there about where Palace are in the league compared to where they were last year. What is the mood, in the training ground at the moment?
Good, very positive, very good. And I mentioned this last year. I remember when we had the worst start in Crystal Palace history into the Premier League. I was 3 points in the first 8 games, and as I told you then, if you come to the training ground, you would feel we are top 4 in the Premier League table there. And this is what I think no one is able to show his best performance when he is in a bad mood. I think it's just not possible. Yeah, maybe you can have a little bit of being a little bit angry or something, but you need a positivity, you need confidence, you need kind of belief, yeah? And this is what, of course, the new players brought in. Yeah? What players coming back from injuries brought back into the team. Yeah? It gives the players see now, hey, we have more and more options. Because everybody could see the last game. Yeah? We had one attacker on the bench with Uche from our squad, yeah? And then to get to have an impact during a game, it makes it just really tough. And the players, they are not stupid; they know the situation. And now, with Jürgen available, with Evan available, with Daichi Kamada available, with Adam Wharton back after the suspension, this gives us confidence. Yeah, and even there, I think in the first half we were better than Nottingham. And with these players and now working on the pitch, we have a very with huge confidence that we will do better and better in the next weeks.
And on the theme of injuries, how's the squad looking ahead of Sunday's game?
It's Borna Sosa is back. As I mentioned, Daichi is back. Adam is back. It's Justin Devaney is close, so I think maybe Sunday is too early, but the Burnley game on Wednesday, he should be fine. And then it's the only one is Jack Doucouré, of course, still a long way to go for him. And Eddie Nketiah is not ready, but all others are back and available.
And in terms of Sunday's game, you're going up against your biggest rivals. How much of an incentive is it knowing that if you beat them, you go above them in the Premier League table?
I think we don't need this incentive right now. So yes, we know it's the most important game for our fans. Or these two games are the most important ones. So these are the most important ones for us as well. But for us, it's get this turnaround, and also. It looks like now we are able to play 45, 60 minutes really well. But we missed the consistency over 90, 95, 100 minutes. And if things during a game don't go how we want, how we expected, we lose the confidence. And this was we could see in the second half against Nottingham. I think, again, we played a great first half. And with the red card, we need to win now. It's time to win. And the longer the game lasted, and we didn't have the lead, the more nervous everybody got. And we made just some things we would never do. But it was a little bit too much. And this is to stay calm, and this is now important. And playing our football the whole game, without getting nervous. If we are 1-0 up or 1-0 down, or it's still a draw. We've shown that we can score. We have shown that we are even now without Mark. There are two finishes in the first half. Nottingham away. We can defend really well, and this confidence. For this confidence, we need results. You can talk about everything. You need it. You need this win. A striker, he needs a goal. You can train. You can talk, but you need this moment, and we will really give our best to get this moment at Brighton.
You've obviously got a good record against Brighton, 2 wins and a draw. Can you take me back to either of those 2 wins, really, and really have a look back on what it meant to the fans at the time?
Yes, it was a great win last year there, so the 3-1. I think it was the first home defeat after many weeks or months. Tough game, good first half, quick lead, huge pressure in the second half, great Dean Henderson, with a few big saves, and then also we had, I remember, made 2 subs, JP and Eberechi off, and Daichi, Kamada and Eddie Nketiah on, and we got the game under control and scored the 3rd goal. So that's what I'm talking about, impact from the bench, with freshness, with new energy when the legs getting tired, and was a huge impact from the bench players to get this 3-0, and then the game was decided. And at home we all remember with our 2 red cards. Great day for all of us. But on the other side, let's say the last game here, the 0-0 at Selhurst, it just showed that I expect a very tight game. Small margins will decide. I think they had 1 or 2 chances. Penalty was taken back from the VAR, and we missed 1 or 2 chances, they missed 1 or 2, and then it's 0-0. So, who will be more efficient, and then this team will win.
And just on Jørgen Strand Larsen, 14 goals last season. What has he got to do to get his levels back up to the sort of performance levels that he was showing last campaign, do you think?
Be himself. Be himself. I'm pretty sure that we will get him and get the ball into the right areas where he will be able to score. So I don't expect him dribbling like Lionel Messi and scoring from 30 yards. So his strength is in the box. We need to feed him with crosses. We need to feed him with passes into these areas. Then he will be there, and then he will score. So it's all team effort, and this is exactly what I always explained when JP scored his goals. So he was always, he had a big chance against Chelsea from the press, and then it will be. I don't know if it won't be perfect now, because we just started this week. As he had today an individual video session with my assistants, and it also not to do too much and to overload him, and so just play with his strengths. That will be the advice, and then he will have 1, 2, 3 chances, and hopefully scores one or two goals.
Thank you very much.